All right, squad, big one today. We're looking at 8 massive games that haven't fully arrived yet. Some have teasers, some only whispers, and all of them carry massive expectations. This isn't a review, it's a hype check. What the trailers are actually showing, what the studios are hinting at, and the one thing I'll be watching when these finally land. Let's dive in. The teaser for Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra hits like a pulp cereal.
They're combing the streets, searching house to house.
Period vibes, dramatic lighting, and the kind of production value that makes you lean forward. What I'm feeling is a deliberate tonal choice. The studio seems to want retro glamour mixed with comic book spectacle. That's a big creative swing. It could be fresh, or it could be nostalgia paced if handled lazily. The big question I have is, will the narrative actually commit to the era's moral complexity, or will it stay surface-level splash? I'm betting the team knows the risk. If they double down on character work and avoid generic World War II cliches, this could be one of those surprise franchise hits that turns the setting into a character. But if it's all style and no substance, the hype will evaporate fast.
Just stick to the rooftops.
OW7 First Light teases classic Bond trappings, the music cues, the slow burn camera beats, and the shadowy infiltration shots, and it looks cinematic as hell.
And you are?
Rob Minkley.
He's with me.
The teaser suggests a focus on spycraft over spectacle, which is exciting, but it's a tightrope. Play it too safe and it's just a licensed movie tour. Go too experimental and you risk alienating the core Bond audience. What I want to see is meaningful player choice moments that feel like real espionage decisions and real consequences that ripple. No smoke and mirror you failed but keep playing nonsense. If they can find that sweet spot, First Light could redefine what a Bond game is in the modern era. If not, it'll be another licensed tie-in lost to time.
Tell me you caught him.
Neverness to Everness is the wild card on this list. The artwork and concept blur sci-fi with myth in a way that feels intentionally vague, like the devs want players to build the meaning as they go. That's the kind of ambition I love, but it's also a ton of risk. Ambition without clear delivery becomes inscrutable.
Gotcha!
So the thing I'm watching is narrative clarity. Are they trusting the audience to connect dots, or are they hiding behind obscurity? If the team nails the balance, this could be a critical darling and a talking point for years. If they don't, it'll be lovely wallpaper, admired for visuals, criticized for being a puzzle you can't solve. I'm hyped, but I'm cautious.
Tomorrow, it's feeding time!
Forza Horizon 6. Okay, we only have teasers and hints right now, and that's exactly the point. Horizon teases lifestyle, not just cars. The teaser vibes we've seen are about festivals and freedom, and that's the Horizon DNA. But here's the nuance. The series has been expanding into social layers and endless seasonal content. The big question is scope versus focus. Will FH6 keep the joyful core of discovery, or will it tip too far into grindy live service loops? Horizon succeeds when it feels like play, not chores. So my expectation is simple. The studio needs to keep exploration unpredictable and festivals feel fresh. If FH6 uses teaser energy to promise new biomes and real mechanical variety, I'm sold. If it's just more of the same UI layered with micro events, I'll be disappointed. LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight is flirting with an interesting tonal mashup in its early reveals. Classic LEGO cheek paired with gothic noir hints. That potential contrast could be brilliant. LEGO's charm softens the darker beats, and the darker beats give LEGO more emotional stakes. But it's all on execution. The real watch point here is narrative weight.
I need to become a symbol.
What did you have in mind?
Can a LEGO game carry slightly heavier themes without losing its audience? If the devs balanced humor with emotional resonance, LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight could be the LEGO entry parents want to play with their teens. If they swing too hard into moodiness, they'll lose the young players who love silliness. I'm cautiously optimistic, mostly because LEGO teams have surprised us before.
Are you? I'm Batman.
Resident Evil Requiem, the title alone signals a tonal promise, something mournful, maybe spiritual, but also terrifying. early marketing leans into atmosphere over jump scares, and that's telling. We've seen franchises go two ways: action-heavy reboots or slow-burn horror. Requiem looks like it wants the latter. My expectation? Tight pacing, sensory horror, and a return to claustrophobic dread. But again, this is teaser-level theorycraft. The risk is leaning so far into atmosphere that pacing stalls. So I'll be watching for how they maintain tension across a full playthrough. Can they keep dread engaging without resorting to cheap shocks? If they can, Requiem could reset survival horror expectations. If not, it'll be another almost horror hit.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Marvel's Wolverine is one of those we want this to be intense titles. The snippets we've seen give a sense of rawness and grit that most superhero games avoid. Wolverine is a character about pain and consequence. The teaser's tone seems to accept that, which is promising. My anticipation checklist: will they treat the story with maturity, or will it be edgy for clicks? That matters. Wolverine needs narrative weight, a messy, complicated emotional center, because the character's rage is only compelling if it's grounded in stakes. I'm excited if the studio leans into nuance. I'm worried if they use shock and gore as a substitute for storytelling. So the teaser gives hope, but the real test will be pacing and whether Wolverine's moral complexity actually shows up in the narrative.
Death's always waiting.
And now GTA 6, the elephant in the room.
Doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some
Rockstar has been cryptic, and that's the point. Expectations are basically impossible to meet. The teaser moments we've seen trigger the imagination: a living city, a tone shift, and the sense that they're planning the kind of world that eats your time. But here's the honest take. The risk for GTA 6 isn't just failing to innovate, it's failing to refine. When Rockstar screws up, it's because systems outgrow their polish. For GTA 6, the pressure is enormous. Can they deliver a city that feels alive without making it feel like window dressing? Can they balance single-player drama with the gravitational pull of an ever more dominant online layer? Those are the stakes we'll be watching. I'm hyped, but I'm also on alert. Rockstar's history says they deliver, but the modern market complicates everything. This one could define a generation, or it could be an overextended behemoth. Either way, it'll be fascinating. Quick reality check. If you're hyped with me, smash that like button and drop the single game you want me to deep dive into next. I'll pick to top vote and do a full theorycraft episode. Trailers, dev comments, leaks, verified only, and what would make it great or a disaster. Vote now. That's the roundup. 8 massive teasers and a whole lot of expectations. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra, OW7 First Light, Neverness to Everness, Forza Horizon 6, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, Resident Evil Requiem, Marvel's Wolverine, and Grand Theft Auto 6. Which of these are you the most cautiously excited about? Which one are you already low-key worried for? Drop just the name in the comments. I read them all, and your vote decides the next deep dive. If you want this turned into a timeline video tracking official reveals and big leaks, say the word. I'll assemble everything for the follow-up. Subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next one. This is NoRTX Gamer. Keep the hype honest.